theater was constructed in 1916 on the UNC campus in commemoration of the 300th anniversary of William Shakespeare's death. It is rumored to house a stone from the original Globe Theater. The theater hosts student-led productions, cultural performances, concerts, and other community events. We were grateful to get the opportunity to interview Damon Wyatt, the director of the Botanical Garden and a professor at UNC-Chapel Hill. How does the Forest Theater advance a sustainable relationship between people and nature as stated in your role?
It's not everyone is as fond of nature as sort of all the botanists and horticulturists and things that we have. Sometimes you need a catalyst, a liaison between people and nature. And the arts is a perfect transition. Is a great way that we can connect people to nature, even while they're enjoying a performance.
Its largest production is the yearly Paper Hand Puppet Intervention, held every year in the late summer.
Top credit to Paper Hand. Year after year they come and they put on a new show with new puppets. They're a staple of the theater and of the community. Even though the garden manages the theater, it really is a pan-university-wide amenity.
How would you describe the landscape of the Forest Theater and its change over the years?
The landscape itself is a pretty magical experience, but not to say it could not be improved and be made even more unique or magical. It's a very, very old theater. It's over 100 years old. So it lacks a lot of the amenities that modern day performances need. It has tremendous potential.
In 1943, the theater underwent major renovations, which included the addition of the iconic towers and ticket booth, which tied together the outdoor atmosphere. About a decade later, the theater was dedicated to the memory of the man who conceived it, Frederick Koch, who died in 1944 before he could see the theater at its final form. And are there any steps we can take to change anything about the theater to enhance the landscape?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, so just last year in 2019, we did a full landscape architectural review and study. And part of that is the landscape plan to plant trees, to replace the larger, older ones that will eventually die, to work more on the mid-story and the understory, combined with a lot of improvements to the theater itself, none of which would change the character of the theater, but things like lighting and accessibility and really highlight the theater itself. So that's the plan we're working towards.
The theater reflects the human desire to share our culture and values through performances to our community as we have for millennia around the world. It connects us to the past and encourages a vibrant future for generations to come.